Good morning. Here is book 2, as promised, of my Reader's Digest Ultra book series. This one is all about sunflowers. This one is also sewed, and so before I deliver it, I wanted to show it. It is constructed the same as the other one. Eyelet closure. This is a page from the kit, and I've just printed it on cardstock on the front and the back, and then on the spine is another page from the kit. And we have twine closure with a little key charm. Wraps around. And let's go inside. I've used a page from the kit on the inside front and back cover, and it's just lined, so I've left it alone so that she can journal on it. I received in a happy mail a quilt block, and then I've used that on the spine. As in the last one, the anchor pages are vellum. I've just printed out pages from the kit onto vellum. Most everything is tea dyed, and I've done a little bit of stenciling. A tag that comes from the kit with a little bit of the quilt as the trim. This is from an adult coloring book. Just used it as a side tuck. And then inside we have a playing card with sunflowers on it and a little label, and then parchment paper on the back for journaling. A library card with a sunflower. That huge rainstorm that came yesterday was not huge. It was like a trickle, comparatively speaking, to what they were talking about. A glassine bag with some layers of pages from the kit, and then this is a Mrs. Coggs image that I thought was really cute. This is one of my favorite pages. And then inside the glassine bag we have a tag. Behind it we have a vintage postcard. And a postcard that I got from Pinterest. Then I've just done some collaging on the back and sewed around. Some lined paper. Page from the kit. It's a really pretty kit. And of course, Artymaze always has such big kits that you'll never use it all. So this one I've trimmed it down just a little bit. Usually it's usually wider, but I've trimmed it down a little bit. A seed packet, and it's so cool because she has lines on it for you to journal on. And inside we have a tag from the kit. Excuse me. So I'm going on a road trip today with my husband, just 4 hours away, but I don't travel well, so 4 hours is a long way for me, but that's okay. I'll be fine, because it's an awesome trip, and it's with my sweetheart. So, I've made a collage of things on a piece of pattern paper that somebody sent me in a happy mail. I backed it onto cardstock, sewn around. We have this little pocket from Mrs. Coggs, and then in the pocket we have some little tickets from Tracy Fox, and a tag I got in a happy mail. Look at that, isn't that so pretty? Little butterfly. Whoop. An envelope in the center comes with the kit. Put a little muslin on the top for a tab. Then we have a die cut of an image from Mrs. Coggs that I've done. Little sunflowers on it, backed onto an index card. A little more stenciling. It's another of those bridge, that's what it is, a bridge tally card. Couldn't remember it in the last video, I'm sorry. Sunflowers comes from Mrs. Coggs, as does the image. Some book page on the back. And then we have this little pad of tea-dyed papers, and then it opens up the rest of the way for more journaling. I've used Artymaze is the basic kit that I've used, but I've also used Mrs. Coggs Sunflower and Mrs. Coggs Yellow in the Garden. A little more stenciling, butterflies. This I made, and I do not remember the tutorial that I used, but it was really a simple tutorial, and it was very cute. It is a little hefty though because I used cardstock, but you just basically make a Herman Linda tag, an open tag, and then you glue it at the top, 3 sides, and then you glue it at the bottom, and it makes a pocket. And I fussy cut out a sunflower, and then it opens for more journaling. Right back in there. And you can make them any size. I've done an envelope punch board envelope out of an Edith Holden book page. The little ticket comes with the kit. And inside is another little ephemera piece from the kit. One of my favorite ephemera pieces. I love reds and oranges. And then in the back we have 2 more pieces of ephemera. And then I've used a binder clip because it is a little more weighty than your regular tag. For stenciling. Beautiful kit, it really is. Lined paper. Here I've done a collage piece. I've sewed it together and then I've glued it to the page. Here's one of Mrs. Coggs Yellow in the Garden. I've added a love piece and a bit of crochet trim and a little bit of bling. I've added a tab to it. You lift up. There's a little piece of Edith Holden book page and then a tag that comes from Porch Swing Designs. Then behind it we have a journal card from Screech House Studios. Brown paper on the back that I've stamped Create and stenciled. This idea totally, completely comes from Herman Linda. More stenciling. And then the parchment paper. The second one starts out with a piece of parchment paper. I didn't print anything on it though. I've glued the envelope to it, and inside the envelope is a journal card that I've made with an image from Mrs. Coggs. The background is an adult coloring book. A little collaging on the back and sewn around. And then she can journal on the vellum, and there's the envelope through it. Tracy Fox on parchment paper, my favorite. Page from the kit. Another Yellow in the Garden. It flips up like the other one. This time it says side tuck. And an image comes from Mrs. Coggs, her mountain flowers. And then behind, somebody sent me in a Happy Mail a long time ago a bingo card. And so I've taken my humongous sunflower napkins and decoupaged it on. And we got a little stenciling on the back, and the little flowers come from Janine Morton. Thank you, Janine. Those are beautiful. Made a perfect tab. more stenciling, more ledger paper. We have a paper clip holding in a little booklet that I've made with collaging on an index card. And then on the inside, I've just sewn in some random various papers for journaling. Another page from the kit for stenciling. I've used a Tim Holtz Wildflowers stencil. Another page from an adult coloring book. And that's the center. And she can color on that page if she would like. A pocket that comes with the kit, and a tag that comes with the kit. Ledger paper. Another belly band made with collage paper that comes with a kit. And then we have a journal card that I've made, Mrs. Cox, backed onto vintage book page. It's hard to see on the camera, I'm sure, but it is splotched and yellowed and oh, it's lovely. And then another seed packet. I love these. On the inside, we have a piece of an adult coloring book and some brown paper on the back so you can journal. Children's writing paper. My favorite page. And the kit is so pretty. For stenciling. Here's another Edith Holden. So, we'll call it a side tech. It is a side tech, oh my goodness. And then I've made a journal card. Collaged on the back. I was inspired by a Gina Weissman video. And a little jar tag that comes with, journal card that comes with the kit. And I just left it open for more journaling space. And then on this back piece of the vellum, I've printed this gorgeous image on it from Pinterest. And then there's the back. And that is my sunflower journal. You know, of all of the journals I've made more sunflower journals than all of them. It is just the most perfect kit. Thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Have a wonderful day, and I'll tell you all about my trip when I get back. Thank you. Bye-bye.